Greetings, Keishlings. Keishlin here with my live reaction of Seven Deadly Sins, Chapter 340. I don't know the name of the title just yet, but there's some writing here. The group realizes the danger of chaos. Even then, Merlin chooses to part ways, disappearing along with Arthur. And I think this is a typo of when. When peace came, no one could have foresaw the partings. And we have Meliodas on the cover. Oh, here's the title. Because I wanted to see you. Okay. Let's see. Where are they? Are they... They can't be in the boar's hat, right? Because it got destroyed, so this has to be the castle, correct? Because there's the king and a bunch of other holy knights. Aw, Eileen. Okay, they are in the castle, confirmed. What? The Seven Deadly Sins came back? Yeah, they... Did Merlin teleport them as she was leaving, or what? I'm confused. We're the only ones who made it back to the kingdom. Where's Merlin and Arthur? You don't... she betrayed you people. It means they stayed over there. Bon. Eileen just flying a bon. Why? Well, it'll be awkward to stay with us even when that happened. Or when that happened. Meliodas, what should we do? Merlin, she might be worried about it even now. Don't worry about it. She's probably laughing with joy by now. What? Okay. I mean, I guess she finally got what she ultimately wanted. So maybe? Even though we had really no idea that that's what she ultimately wanted. But it seems to be the case. Captain, I get you might be angry, but isn't that a bit too much? And, well, she's smiling anyway. And crazy reality bent world. Foo foo foo. Wow, it's so amazing nonetheless. Oh, was she in a giant mushroom building then? Welcome to Shroom City. So this is the glimpse of the power of chaos. Oh, and she's got Arthur in bed and his new sword. Weird how it's still half like wings, you know, of good and evil. It's almost like it's floating there. Like, you've got the handle and it's just kind of propped up, and then it's like, don't worry, we'll keep you up. Instead of just forming a blade. Lord, I don't understand this sword. And this holy sword, it doesn't have a set shape. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. It does kind of go all the way up to the hilt. Is this the true form, or is it a sign that it still has room for transformation? Or perhaps it's because Arthur's power isn't perfect. Then, I mean, people have been saying to me that Cath won't come back, but the fact that you obliterated her or him or whatever, but didn't reclaim that portion, it kind of tells me, because like you're saying that it's like it feels like it's maybe incomplete. Well, that would be because Cath has a part of Chaos's power. Unless you're just talking about this sword that he materialized, you know, Arthur, I mean. So, I don't know. But I'm thinking that might be what's hinting at. And I said, like, watch, he'll come back, you know. So, is this confirming my theory or not? But then again, Nakaba likes to screw with us all now, doesn't he? Anyway, that would truly be intriguing, Kukuku. I finally got to see that expression. Oh, he's awake. It's the usual Merlin I know very well of. Phew. Are you criticizing me for laughing even after parting with my comrades? No, that's very like you. Cool. Okay. That's... Hmm. That's not a good point. Don't push yourself, Arthur. Yeah, he looks like he's struggling. For some reason. He can bend reality and regenerate an arm. Oh yeah, where are we? This is one of the building groups you created unconsciously. Though the interior structure is still quite poor. You're so harsh. Well, I mean, it has like one bed, and that was it. Hey, Merlin. What? Is he looking over at the sword? Why did you keep quiet about chaos from the seven deadly sins? Why did you tell them now after all this time? Phew. Well, I mean, he brings up a good question. I think we all want the answer to that. Excuse me. Then shouldn't you be the one who has a grudge against me, Arthur? I revived you as King of Chaos, to satisfy my own greed and curiosity. Eh? God, is he that stupid? Why would I hold a grudge against you? He has little chickens going like, muck, 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 muck. Why did I do that? God, I'm stupid in the morning. Anyway. Of course, chaos. Darkness that even the demon clan fear, and a light that even the goddess clan worship. An existence that by powerful will brought forth this world, we humans, no, even the gods. If that is the case, if the person wielding the power has a good heart, then they can create a wonderful world. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, subconsciously he was creating like whole towns, so anything is possible, but I feel like he's going to ultimately be triggered into being evil to some degree. Merlin, you guided me because you believed I could become the king, and he sees like this paradise world. That's supposed to be Camelot Castle. I think it is, because of that bridge connection. It's been a while since we've seen it. I dare say I don't remember as much. But I seem to remember the bridge. Or maybe that was a different town I'm thinking of. I don't know. Correct me in the comments. Geez, what a man you really are. And the sword is... Oh. It fluctuates. That ain't good. Because he's basically been like half good, half evil, or he's been neutral, I guess you could say, when it had both kinds of wings in it. But now the bat wings or demon wings are disappearing, only leaving the more angelic ones. Ooh, this is a nice view of what's left of the seven deadly sins. Aw. King and Diana are adorable even when they're sad. Meliodas just looking out, and Elizabeth just looking at him like, you okay over there? Bond's just kind of like, eh. And I'm not sure what to make of that expression on Gather. When I said Merlin would be laughing, that wasn't a compliment or sarcasm. I just know that that's just what her personality is. I mean, kind of confirmed. Arthur said about the same thing, so I thought I knew, but I didn't understand a single thing. Hey, Captain, is Seven Deadly Sins going to end this time? I mean, it shouldn't have continued, to be honest, after Escanor died, but you know, we go on. Let's see here. You should just call yourselves the Sins. Or Deadly Sins. I mean, that would have been fine. Like, I know the whole thing of Seven Deadly Sins because there's the Seven Sins and all that stuff, but like, if Nakaba knew back then when he created the series that he would start like either making them like leaving the group and Escanor dying or any of the members dying, wouldn't it have made sense to just call them the deadly sins? Or something. We would still get the reference, but like when things happen to the group that causes breakup or dissolving in certain cases, it would just make more sense because you could still keep the name, but it doesn't reference the number regardless of what number members are still left. And if they wanted to like get a new member or recruit them or something, even if it's temporary, the name would not be a problem. As long as the membership only goes up to 7 at maximum, yeah. But anyway, is there a beginning? If there is a beginning, there will always be an end. Even Escanor isn't here anymore. That's what I'm talking about, Bon. Bon! Oh, Diane's crying, and King's like, you bastard! Don't tell that. There's a limit of how insensitive you can be. That can't be. Escanor, Wait, is Hawks just now learning? Come on, Hawk. I called him Hawks. That's my hero. Oh, Lord. He couldn't have died. Sadly, he did. But he went out like a star. Well, either way, we can't just leave them alone like that. Captain? But we already defeated the monster cat. I'm still debating that. Obviously, I have my theory. I mean, the power of chaos, it's too damn powerful to just be obliterated. Even if it's being obliterated, presumably by the majority of its power, you know? But I feel like not Merlin, but Arthur, was not using it as in its like full capacity. So like, because I mean, if that was the case, he would have just disintegrated Cath right then instead of blowing him away, you know. And Arthur has Merlin, so shouldn't it be safe for now? Chaos isn't gone yet. Okay, well, you know, that doesn't really... Now that's just confusing. It's like, Arthur is there, he's the king of chaos, so... Chaos is obviously not gone. But are you talking about the part that was in Cath, or are you talking about chaos of this world in general? Which is more of what I'm thinking, but maybe not. That time we all sensed it. It's when he used the power for the first time and everything went frickin' Halloween Town. Arthur created a world unconsciously. The attack that ate Cath from his right arm. That was a power we had never encountered before. If Arthur is unable to completely control the power of chaos, if he himself gets devoured into darkness... See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I've said since the beginning. Once you realize, like, how, like, little it had to be to trigger his powers. And that was even before we realized how fluctuating, like, it could maybe be. But, like, you know, like, I figured, you know, a shock or something, especially when he lost his arm. I thought that maybe his mind would go to dark thoughts and then everything would just, like, everything would either darken the sky or, like, maybe the place would turn into a twisted graveyard of sorts because he thought he was going to die or something. I don't know. But yeah, now we're seeing a less utopian looking world. There's a giant eyeball creature there with freaky mouths. That's one thing I gotta give Nakaba. He makes some interesting looking monsters. Even ones you'll only see one time. Then that would be the time when a new threat is born. I've basically been saying that since the beginning. So I'm glad people are finally getting on board. This time Britannia will surely become hell. Yes. This is one dude, like, looks emaciated as all hell. Get him a sandwich. Um, I don't know what's going on with this other dude here. No way. Why did Merlin keep quiet about chaos? Why did she decide to tell us now after all this time? Well, well, well. There's no other choice other than asking her directly because she appeared, didn't she? Or is he just saying that? You can't even understand that. Wait, let's gather. Alright. Arthur, how are you feeling? Okay, back at Castle Weird Walls. Let's see here. Managing somehow, but right now I just want to go back to Camelot. If the seven deadly sins defeated the Demon King, Camelot is freed from the Demon Clan, right? Arthur, about that Camelot is... Okay, what the hell's going on? Arthur. This is Cath, right? Because I see rows of what look like teeth and a tongue. You're in here, right? This presence. But I'm sure I defeated him. The fuck? Who said I was wrong? You's wrong. I don't like to gloat, but I fucking called it. You know it. That's the power of chaos. Don't worry, I will protect you. I can tell through your smell. Okay, and saying some weird lost language words. A very tasty smell. Okay, that is one bad pussy. Hey Arthur, play with me again. Okay, you're like a... I'm counting 8 legs? Okay. Still a forked tail. This time I won't lose for sure. You know, I kind of like this form better. It looks more interesting. It's like maybe, I guess, a leopard? Mixed with a lynx, because the way the ears are really elongated. The lynx is, I think, the only cat that has ears like that because they have like little tiny tufts of hair on the ends of them, which is adorable. But like the body is definitely a jungle cat of some sort. Maybe not a leopard, but like a jaguar, or, you know, something like that. Maybe a tiger? I don't know, because like the way this thing's like pattern on the body doesn't denote any particular cat, so I can only guess. Excuse me. Let's see here. Okay. Well, attack came from above. Monster cat. Your opponent will be me. I don't know of any Arthurian lore of this legend, you know, the monster cat and everything, that Merlin ever fights it, so this will be interesting to see how this goes down. I imagine not well. She chose to protect him with her life. Chaos versus cheats. Versus cheats begins. Okay. Well, that's the end of that chapter. I mean, cheats isn't wrong. I'm just so happy I was right. I mean, I already explained it. Like, the whole thing of, like, even if Arthur has the majority of the power, like, the way they are stacking up how powerful chaos is, even a fragment, because even the Lady of the Lake was like, even a fragment is a terrifying force. Ta-da! Look what happened. And it seems like Cath has transformed even further, so God knows what the limit of even a fragment is capable of. Like, pulled himself together and made a new body. I mean, Arthur's shown the capacity to just regenerate anyway, so this, you know. So yeah, I called it. The cat returns. But, yeah. So I'm very happy about that. Yes. I think I've mostly said all I really have to say. I have no real predictions other than I imagine Merlin is probably not going to win. I imagine it wouldn't surprise me if Cath stays in this form, or maybe does a bit more of a transformation halfway through the fight with Merlin, and then actually strikes Merlin down. Maybe not killing her, but at least gives the impression that she may not be getting back up. And then, or does something with her to make it seem like she's presumably dead, like, eating her or something like that. And then Arthur, freaks the hell out. His sword goes completely black, and then he just goes to murder this cat. And then he's like, so this is what true power is, when I don't hold back. And then, he becomes power hungry, essentially. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, So, I think if Merlin gets harmed in this fight, which most certainly she probably will, be it fatal or not, will probably trigger Arthur in the worst way, and then that's when the Sins have to mobilize, and to be honest, I don't even know if they can do anything. So, because if it's something that the Goddess Clan and the Demon Clan both feared and worshipped, and were created by, yeah, it's likely that even with Meliodas now being the new Demon King, essentially, he has like the full power, or has a greater power than the Demon King. I'm not sure if he would be enough. That is yet to be seen, so I'm just speculating at best right now. But anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions on the chapter. Anything I missed, misunderstood, please let me know down below. And, yeah. Anyway, check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things you want to see in the future. I stream on Twitch. I tweet it out when I go live, so follow all my social medias to stay in the loop. I'm part of a couple podcasts, the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, and I co-host the weekly manga podcast with Griever, so check out their channels. And, as always, thank you for watching, like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, Quiche-lings, I called it, the cat is back!